right, good morning and welcome to Corporate Governance Platform right here on Equity 9.7 FM. I am Funmi Omoburiu. Today we want to look at the role of the board as the provider of the entrepreneurial and strategic leadership for the company. Don't forget that Corporate Governance Platform is brought to you by the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN. My guest this morning is Mr. AKINLOLU. ACIS is General Manager, Ibadan Recreation Club 1902, and a corporate governance practitioner. Good morning, Mr. Good
morning, my sister.
All right, thank you for joining us. How is Ibadan this morning?
Yeah, fine. Everything's fine here.
All right, great. All right, also with me in the studio right here is Mr. Delegate, FCIS. He's Head of Research, ICSAN. Good morning, Mr. Ketefe.
Good morning to you, Funmi. Good morning to you, our guest, Mr. AKINLOLU, ACIS, and all our listeners. Good morning.
All right, let's take this message and we'll be right back.
The world is constantly evolving into a knowledge-based economy where skills and competencies constitute the lifeblood of public and corporate governance. You therefore need to empower yourself to fit into this new world by gaining basic knowledge and improving your skill set in the governance-focused disciplines. That is why every aspiring as well as practicing professional in governance field needs ICSAN.
ICSAN. What is ICSAN?
ICSAN is a leading statutorily established professional body dedicated to enhancing the status and practice of corporate governance and public administration. ICSAN members are trained as chartered secretaries and administrators.
Who are chartered secretaries and administrators?
Chartered secretaries are high-ranking governance professionals with a broad base of skills, unique amongst other professions. They are trained in law, finance, accounting, administration, strategy development, and corporate governance. In today's world, chartered secretaries and administrators discharge a wide range of duties and responsibilities, including functioning as chairmen of companies, executive directors, non-executive directors, company secretaries, risk managers, compliance managers, board evaluators, and corporate governance evaluators.
That is interesting. How then do I become a chartered secretary and administrator?
Good. Go to the Institute's website, www.icsan.org. You can also visit the National Secretariat of ICSAN at Plot 6, Elephant Cement Way, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos, to get full information on how to become members. ICSAN, the hub of governance professionals.
All right, still Corporate Governance Platform right here. All right, Mr. let's begin this way. Who are the directors?
Yeah, first of all, let me say that a director is recognized as a principal officer of a company involved in policy and the highest decision making of the company. So when we now have group of persons that form a panel to oversee the affairs of the company, we call it the board of directors. And so the board of directors can be defined as the highest governing body of the company, and they are the topmost or the strategic decision maker of the company. So the directors can be insider directors, which we call executive directors, like employees, either elected or appointed. While we also have what we call outsider directors, who are also called non-executive directors, to give advice or to consult, to serve as consultants to the company to balance independence need on the board. So directors, effectively, they are the governing body of the organization.
All right, said that an effective board is necessary for a successful company. Now, can you explain the effectiveness in relation to the board?
Thank you very much. First of all, let's know that there is difference between effectiveness and efficiency. But when we talk about effectiveness, it means meeting set goals and objectives. So going by this, so if we have a board of directors that is able to meet the aspirations and the need of all stakeholders with regard that particular board of directors as being effective. They are able to meet the competing needs of the stakeholders, the workers, the shareholders, the customers, and the rest of them. Everybody has a stake. Even the government has a stake in the affairs of a company. So if the director conducts the affairs of the company and they are able to meet all the needs of all these various persons, then we say they are effective. And if they are able to do that with minimum waste and minimum cost and at higher speed, then we say they are efficient. So we can have efficient board and we can have effective board. Effective board meets the needs and the goals of the company, while the efficient one do that with minimum waste and cost.
All right. So what corporate governance role would you ascribe to directors as leaders of the company?
Hello?
Can you hear me, Mr. Okay?
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I guess I'll try to reestablish connection with Mr. Okay. In the meantime, Mr. Ketefe, let's take some announcements.
Thank you very much for me. The first announcement for today is on the forthcoming 2022 annual conference of the Institute. This is to inform all our members, governance professionals, and members of the public generally that the 2022 annual conference and dinner of the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN, is scheduled to hold on Thursday 15th and Friday 16th of September 2022. The theme of this annual conference is the National Debt Burden, Causes, Effects, and Realistic Economic Solutions. The theme, once again, is the National Debt Burden, Causes, Effects, and Realistic Economic Solutions. The venue is Motion Center, Onikon, Lagos. A number of experts, specialists, and seasoned professionals in the field of corporate governance and public administration have been lined up as the speakers and discussants at this event. More comprehensive details about this conference will be given in subsequent announcement. For further inquiries on ICSAN 2022 Annual Conference, please call Florence on 080-323-69300. 080-323-69300. Let's try to reconnect with our guests, after which further announcement will be taken.
All right. Mr. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, great. I asked, the question I asked was, what corporate governance role would you ascribe to directors as leaders of the company?
Yeah, the directors, they have been defined as the highest governing body of the company, and therefore we expect them to give the expected leadership. So the first role is leadership role. So they are to oversee and to control affairs of the company with highest competence, with highest independence and integrity. So, and they are also to ensure that there is compliance with all known rules, regulations, and laws. Another role that we expect the board to do is to use resources most effectively to achieve the highest resource. And then they must be accountable. They must ensure accountability. They have role to ensure accountability. They have role also to report and communicate effectively to all levels of the organization. So that's important for organization to move ahead. So those are the expected roles of the board of directors.
All right. Now, the Code on Corporate Governance saddles the board with the responsibilities of considering and approving the long-term and short-term strategies for the business of the company and monitoring their implementation by management. Now, the question is, what are the short-term and long-term strategies, and why must a company get both right?
Okay, let me first of all mention that strategies are action plans to achieve goals, and therefore the Long-term strategies have to do with the overall plans to achieve what you can call comprehensive or futuristic goals of the company. If a company states that yes, we want to be the first to be reckoned with in the industry, or they want to become household name in the industry within 5 years, that's a long-term things to achieve. So plans put in place to achieve these ones within 5 years or 10 years scope will be called long-term strategies. But within these long-term strategies, what are the things they need to do on daily basis, on weekly basis, on annual basis to achieve their target long-term goals? Those are what we now call short-term strategies. You hear in the company's things like statement of procedure, statement of operations, annual budget, and things like that. Those are statements of short-term strategies to meet long-term goals. And short-term strategies could be like marketing strategies, like the finance strategies, like the production strategies. All these are short-term strategies. They are routine strategies. And the purpose of this is to be able to assign responsibilities appropriately and delegate authority to. So the overall strategies are meant for the topmost cadre, while the short-term strategies are meant for the lower level cadres for implementation. So those are the things. The importance of this distinction is to be able to assign responsibilities correctly.
All right. There's another provision of the code that the board should establish and maintain the company's values and standards, including an ethical culture. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I guess this time I'll have to let Mr. AKINLOLU go right here. Mr. Ketefel, let me ask, Dr. Ixon organized training on the theme of the role of board as the strategic leader of the company?
Thank you very much for this question. Our training department has in its training calendar so many courses on the roles of the board and how the board can be made more effective.
Okay.
Not only do we organize training on the team on our own accord, we have also organized such training as specialized sessions for staff of many organizations that require it. So individual organizations can attend or send their staff to be trained in our training department. Alternatively, organizations can demand specialized in-house training for their senior executives and directors on the theme of effectiveness of the board, or even any other topic in corporate governance and secretarial administration. ISAN is always ready to render such services.
All right, great. Let's take on the rest of the announcements.
Thank you very much. The next announcement is on the forthcoming training coming up in the ISAN virtual training series. The topic of this training is Annual General Meeting, Investor Relations and Shareholders Communications. The topic once again is Annual General Meetings, Investor Relations and Shareholders Communications. It is coming up on July 15th, that's Friday, July 15th, 2022 at 10 a.m. prompt. It will be held by virtual method. For more inquiries on this training, please call Anita on 070-111-30059. Anita on 070-111-30059. Thank you. And the next announcement is on the ISAN Mandatory Continuous Professional Education, MCPE. This is to inform our members that the 2022 MCPE is scheduled to hold on Wednesday, 28th July 2022 at 10 a.m. It will be held by virtual method. The participation fee for inductees is 40,000 naira, and the participation fee for non-inductees is 45,000 naira. The facilitators and the topics they will handle at the MCPE as follows. They are as follows. Number 1, understanding the importance of IFRS in the preparation and interpretation of account, the role of charter secretary and administrator. This will be handled by Mr. Oluremi Adeyemi-Kile, ACIS. The second topic is investment in the Nigerian capital market, understanding the dynamics towards profitable return on investment. This will be handled by the Director, CEO, First Registrars and Investment Services Limited, Mr. Bayo Olugbemi, ACIS. While the third topic, that is enforcement of requisite guiding principles and values towards organizational growth and productivity, will be handled by the Chairman, Human Resources and Outsourcing, Dr. Femi Musaku Johnson, ACIS. Member has prepared to attend this program as part of their professional development, and the program attracts 4 credit points. The last announcement for today is on the 2022 Roundtable on Corporate Governance. This is to inform our members and interested members of the public generally that the 2022 Roundtable on Corporate Governance of the Institute is scheduled to hold on Thursday, 28 July 2022. The theme is Corporate Governance Imperatives for Contemporary Financial Technology in Nigeria. The theme, once again, is Corporate Governance Imperatives for Contemporary Financial Technology in Nigeria. It will hold on the said date at 11 a.m. and it will be held by virtual method. The speaker is Mr. Yari Buka, is the MD CEO of Inlax Limited, while the chairman is Mrs. Awo Sika, the chairman of Access Bank. The participation fee is 30,000 naira for members, 25,000 naira for students, and 35,000 naira for non-members. This event also attracts 4 credit points. Thank you for listening. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kade Ketefe, FCIS, Head of Research, ICSAN. We also thank Mr. AKINLOLU of KCIS, General Manager, Ibadan Recreation Club 1902, and a corporate governance practitioner who also joined us earlier. We apologize for the network issues. Corporate Governance Platform returns again next week, Wednesday, right here on Equator 9.7 FM at 10:15 a.m. I am Funmi Omoburi. Enjoy the rest of the day.